There's no opening statement today.
No,
Sorry, I cut it short last night.
Can you talk a little bit about that though, because it seems to your players really felt what you were trying to get across yesterday. I think the fans did as well.
Yeah, it was. It was certainly. I got emotional when I was walking off the court. For all of our fans to still be there and after a sweep it's not we lost by 15-20 and to appreciate the summary of the season and what these guys have done so I was getting a little choked up just walking off the court last night. So, I care about our guys. Our guys care about each other, and meeting with a lot of these guys and doing exit meetings this morning, you can, if they didn't stick together, it'd have fallen apart and been nasty, and they didn't. And somebody made a joke like, "How does he not know they didn't lose 6 in a row?" I don't know. I mean, I didn't know it wasn't May. I thought it was Memphis and May down there. You're just trying to get the next game, and that was the attitude that these guys took. We might have took a hit on one night, but we come back fighting and ripping and running the next night and try to get a win.
Was that just extreme of consciousness from you over just summing up all the emotion that up and down that you've been through during the season?
Yeah, I mean, I just, I care about our guys, and I've been here 9 years. I care about the community, and we like it here, and it's a really cool deal. You don't see that everywhere. What happened last night? The fans staying until the very last second to cheer on our guys and thank them for a terrific season.
Dave, was that emotion though really the buildup of the months and what you had as a franchise to go through over these last few months?
No, I don't know. I don't want to psychoanalyze me bawling on national TV. So.
Most of the guys think, and I guess this roster is going to undergo a major overhaul going into next year. How do you see it as you head into an off season?
Yeah, it's a good question. Management's got a lot of tough decisions, and every management group has that. So we've got some free agents, and certainly Mike Conley is the biggest one, I think, and we've got some guys coming back in the last year of their contract next year, and we've got some guys we got to figure out. And you know how it goes July 1. Your bigger dominoes kind of fall first, the bigger contracts, and then everybody kind of sorts it out as it goes through. So it'll be a very interesting next 2.5 months.
Do you have the same level of confidence about Mike coming back that you did about Mark at this time last year?
Yeah.
He said he indicated that he thought what happened in free agency would matter to him, like that they were going to get reinforcements. Is that
that'd be great? Yeah.
Because it seems now. I mean, that players obviously are curious, but it's a different feel going into this offseason. It seems
it is.
Than some.
Than last year, you mean?
Than last year.
We're. I think with the number of roster spots that are open, I think as far as the number of free agents that we have. What direction we go with the money that's available and with the roster spots that are available, and it's definitely a fluid situation.
When you look at it as far as the position between you and the coaching staff and management, you all can't. You want to be on the same page all the time, but sometimes it's difficult when you're trying to win that game that night and they're trying to look toward the future. A lot of the trades that they've made. Is that a good working relationship with this franchise, you think?
Yeah, no question. Our staff has done a great job with rotating a number of guys that we have gone through, and I think we just counted down there. I didn't realize it. Our security guy told me. I think we played 9 different playing cards this year. So the staff has done a tremendous job in helping guys get acclimated.
Dave, the way Matt kind of phrased it is he says the NBA doesn't really play grit and grind anymore. And I don't think he was speaking to intensity or defense, but just style of play. Is it accurate to be that blunt about it?
Seems cyclical. The game comes and goes in different kind of styles and phases, and you don't have to do what's in vogue to be successful. I think for us, I think grit and grind is just the mindset of playing hard every night and taking a great deal of pride in playing at home and playing defense on a nightly basis. So as far as the style aesthetically, offensively specifically, that's up for individual interpretation.
Dave, you've been talking about the uncertainty, but what's most important to you in terms of how you guys tweak this team?
We still, we've been searching and, looking for some reinforcements, shooting the basketball, IQ, playmaking. Those things are all at a premium, and, we've talked about that before, athleticism. So you can go get a player that checks one box, but the better player you get checks more of those boxes in the same player. So, that's their job.
Dave, I
Dave,
know the
obviously
season-
injuries forced a lot of your hand this season, but a lot of the younger guys did get major minutes down the stretch. Is that a positive to look forward to? For
Yeah,
next
that's
year?
what I talked to X about. For example, certainly Jarrell, Jamichael, I think led us in games played in the regular season. So for those guys to watch them up their game as the competition gets ramped up, and then also as big of moments, especially coming down the stretch. You're playing the Spurs, you're playing in the playoffs, you're playing Golden State twice in games that we're trying to get to seeding, and you're playing against great players and great teams, and you can't help but raise your level of play. And so I just try to encourage those guys to take what they've learned, take the video home of them, find some video of some other guys that their game kind of emulates, and we can help them in some of those situations. And now go back to the lab and start working on some of those things that you've come this far now. Let's keep going.
I know that the season ended a day ago, Dave, but for you, and have you had talks with Robert Pera or the organization about extending you out, because you're going into the last year of your contract?
I have not.
Is that
Coach,
something you want to get done?
I don't know. It's the day after the season.
Coach,